And I am live, walking around the West End. I'm on the Kelvin Walkway right now, just walking around. And over there is the art gallery. And that's the River Kelvin, by the way, down there, just in case anybody wants to know what the bridge is. Glasgow Uni's up there to the left.
Well, that's not so bad.
That's the River Kelvin down there. Pretty mucky. Anyway, back to where I was before. This is the kind of Kelvin Hall area of Glasgow. And it's closed off. Used to be we drive up down here. It's called Kelvin Way. And there's the bowling green and tennis courts. Well, no, there's the bowling greens there. Tennis courts over to the left. And it's going down to the Kelvin Grove Art Gallery. I don't think they'll be open at this time. It'll be closed. And saying that, there was a lot of kind of mobile homes in here the other night. Not 100% sure. Floor plan. Well, there's nobody watching anyway, that much I do know, but I don't care, so I'm just fucking doing this for walkabout, and thankfully I'm not monetised. It's the Kelvin Grove Art Gallery, and it's the bowling green over there, and that's the McTassel's, if I can zoom in a bit. You can't zoom in. You can't zoom in when it's live. But it's the Glasgow City Council that own the art gallery. There's a rumour it was built the wrong way around, and the guy who designed it came back and discovered that it was built the wrong way around and committed suicide. That is wrong. It's incorrect. The guy did not kill himself. He did not do himself in. There's a mobile home. I don't know why there's mobile homes here. Maybe it's just tourists that have came through. You don't get a lot of tourists coming to Glasgow. I'll go down here and have a look. I'm not 100% sure. But I think you still need to pay to park in here. It's not a parking permit thing. You just pay and display. And that is the uni building over there. I don't know if the place is actually. I don't know if it's actually owned. It might still be open. I don't know. I mean, if you're coming to Glasgow, I would advise you to visit it. It's quite cool. But I think everything will be closed at this time. Not 100% sure. It's just off the Dumbarton Road. I can see the Dumbarton Road or Argyle Street. And there's the Lily Rose snack bar down there. And that's open, so. And see if I can try and go in and talk about the River Kelvin goes through Kelvin Grove Park. That's where Glasgow Rangers Football Club, the 4 or 5 people who decided to start Glasgow Rangers Football Club, actually, that's where they were walking through the park, and it was 4 lads had a dream, and that's what it was all about. That's how Rangers were started. I don't know when it was built, but I'll find out. Is this open, Di? Is it opened? Right, so, I don't know. It's $3 grand, I don't know if they'll let me film. I don't care. Well, I'll film until they tell me not to. Oh, shut. No, shut. Oh, that's closed. I think they're refurbishing the other side of it. I'm not 100% sure. as I say, part of the Still Game TV show was actually one of the episodes was filmed in there in the don't know what that is anyway. It's 26 minutes past 5 at night at the back of the Kelvin Hall. As I say, the Kelvin Grove Park, the other side, is well known for people of an alternative lifestyle. You know, not just nocturnal, but nocturnal activities which go on over there. Not as much now. Oh, there's wood pigeons, look. See how close I can get to them before they fly away. And that, oh, they're off. They are off. And there's a beehive in here. There's actually a beehive inside the art gallery. I don't know where the opening for it is. I think they moved it from one bit to the other, I think. It's still definitely still there, but I don't know if it's the ground level or the other level. Definitely there. I know for a fact that there could have been in it. I've not been inside the art gallery for the Kelvin Grove Art Gallery, and that's the car park this year. Mobile homes. There's quite a few of them. There's 1, 2, 3 mobile homes and a snack bar caravan. 3 snack bars caravans are normally £6 for a burger. No, I'm not paying £6 for a burger. I can go to a discount supermarket and get 4 burgers for like £3. Then buy the burger buns and stuff. You know what I mean? A cheeseburger for about £2. If you make it yourself. Unbelievable. £6 for a cheeseburger. The German hot dog sausages, they come in at £8 a pop. £8 for a hot dog. Unbelievable. Well, that's capitalism for you. It's supply and demand. As the demand, we'll supply it. You need to pay the price. No, we've got cookers in the house. We'll just cook everything ourselves. There's another mobile home. No parking. Pretty ironic when it's considered it right next to no parking. No parking. Right next to a car park. No parking. Unbelievable. And that's the side of it. The art gallery. I don't know what nationality. There are a lot of these mobile homes are for different countries. I think that's Irish actually. It is Irish, but I think it's D's for Dublin, Donegal or Dublin, one of the two. And this is a war memorial. But I don't think it's collective, I think it's for an individual. And there's an Amnesty International tree to commemorate 25 years of working for human rights. You know, you can't kind of campaign for everybody's human rights without kind of excluding somebody, because it's to the eternal memory of our comrades who laid down their lives in the Battle of Normandy. 6th of June to the 20th of August 1944. So as it's collective, that's all about people that have died in the Battle of Normandy, and that's the Kelvin Hall Art Gallery there. And that's there is a 602 set of Glasgow Squadron Auxiliary Air Force in honour of those who gave their today for our tomorrow, 1939-1945. Para Ad Astra Battle Honours. Home Defence 1940-45. Battle of Britain 1940. Channel of North Sea and North Sea 40-43. Fortress of Europe 40-44. Dieppe. France 40-45. Normandy 44. So the houses in Dumbarton. I think you might need to zoom in if you can do it. I don't know if you can do that. This is only a short live, by the way. There's no be watching, but go to start somewhere, aren't you? And this is a walkway that goes round the Kelvin Grove Art Gallery. And that's the Kelvin Grove. That is the Kelvin Grove, or the Kelvin Hall, and that's the Kelvin Hall. That was used for the Olympics, not the Commonwealth Games. But as I say, I'm going to go down here. And That tree seems to be very red for some reason. I don't know why. What kind of tree it is? A pine tree. I think it's a pear tree up here. It's a pear tree or an apple tree. It's up here at some point. Guys on bikes. This is the kind of Kelvin Hall, York Hill area of Glasgow. Back down to Dumbarton Road. It's kind of long, it goes all the way into Dumbarton. That's why it's called Dumbarton Road. I think it should have been an obvious one. Oh no, obvious, not necessarily. London Road in Glasgow doesn't go into London. Well, it used to years ago. Until they built the M74 onto the M6 and then the M6 onto the M1. This is the Argyle Street. Very noisy. And there's a lot of two bridges here. That there over there, that house on the other side of the river is a pumping house. It's not a real house. It's something to do with the pump, to do with the water and the sewage. Something like that. That used to be the old, they used to have the Transport Museum used to be at Albert Drive. Then they moved it to here because it was an old tramway, because the tramway theatre is built in the tramway. You know, there used to be an old tram depot. That's why they kept the Transport Museum over there. And then when that became obsolete and was kind of uninhabitable, they moved it to Kelvin Hall. But then they built a purpose-built building for it over at the Riverside in Partick. And I'll try and go over here and get there. That's a bus stop there, in case you didn't know. These new houses are all student pupils. The students that live in there. 500 a month, I think. 700 a month. Busy road. At least if I get knocked down, I'll have it on camera. Not exactly a best example of how to cross a road. It must be scary when drivers do that, when you just see somebody standing right under the broken white line in the middle of the road. And there's a big giant pipe that runs right across this. If I can show you, it's on the girders, it's in between the girders. It's a sewage pipe. There's a pumping station. And it's actually a sewage. Actually, it takes all the takes the brown stuff to the works that deal with the brown stuff. And that there is all student places for the Glasgow Uni. And it used to be the Western Infirmary there. And then the Western Infirmary got kind of bulldozed. The old Victoria Infirmary in the south side, that got bulldozed. And they were both A&E departments, and they rebuilt the Southern General, which is now the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. But you still have the Victoria, which is a new Victoria, but it's an outpatient house. No, there's no an A&E there. There's only one A&E north of the border, and the north of the river, and that's the Royal Infirmary. South of the river is the Queen Elizabeth. Oh man, 5:30. I don't know how long I'm going to stay there. That's the pumping station in there. That's not an actual house. That's a pumping station in there. It helps to pump the brown stuff down to the factories where they deal with the brown stuff. You know what brown stuff, Adam Smith. That's all student accommodation. Adam Smith building. And the building more. Oh, I can smell that. Oh, that's humming. I can just smell that sewage. Oh God. Oh dear. My goodness. The stench, man. Oh. Oops. Oh. And this is, oh, give a minute, that's humming. I keep struggling to talk because it's absolutely humming. I'll see if I can get round here. This is Dumbarton Road, as I've said before. It's right through the West End. We go down to Kelvin Hall. That was a York Hill Park down there. This is, I think this is the gate for it actually. Scottish Water. That's the pumping station for the sewage. There's the Wunderbar Garden. There used to be a nightclub in there, and I'm trying to think of the name of the place. It was called the Wunderbar now. And that's the Gallus bar over there. I went in there to get a pint once, and there was I just happened to say something that was a wee bit weirder off the ball. And all I got was, you have to be careful in here, you know, people might kind of misinterpret what you're saying. Colin would tell that it was a joke, what I was saying. Something to do with waiting the aliens kidnapped me or something, and this guy just went nuts and went, oh. He took me seriously. This used to be the mill, an old mill. You used to see the machines that would shake the wheat into flour. And I don't know the name of this street actually. These are all student places anyway. I used to be owned by Rank Hovis actually. My sister's husband used to work in there as a miller. And you used to see, you could come down and see the machines working, and you see the big Hovis machines that and there's an ambulance. I hope the person's okay. So as I say, this is most of the west end of Glasgow is quite big actually. It's not a small area. I don't normally do live broadcasts on YouTube. See, it's all foreign students that live in here now. A lot of these factories aren't even open anymore. A lot of them are kind of derelict. I certainly wouldn't want to try and kind of explore them because you're up there and you fall through that. You're falling at least 30 feet, 40 feet. That's pretty much death material. So I'm just kind of walking about there's Majestic Wine, Spirits and Beers. Well, there's actually a wine shop. You would never expect there to be a wine shop in there. To say no, I don't like alcohol, but I like a good wine. So as I say, I'm still live. I'll probably delete this afterwards because it's not going to be going on YouTube anyway, because I don't think I'm going to get many viewers anyway. Wait a minute. Still live. And this takes us down to B Street where there's the garage. These are all new builds, these houses. These are all, I don't think these are students, these are bought houses. And that's an enterprise place. And emergency safety works carried out by Regart. I don't know where the safety works was. I've passed this a few times. I don't know if that's privately owned, the cafe. Simon. All contents within this property have been removed. I think it's just to deter the thieves. It's like, don't break in here, there is nothing in here. These are all privately owned. And I don't know what that is, but St. Simon's. Party Bridge Street. An old church. I don't think it's used anymore. St. Simon. Simon was a saint, wasn't he? St. Simon. And this is the back end of the River Kelvin. It's another part of the River Kelvin. These are all like private flats, so have to be careful when I'm pointing the camera, if you know what I mean. I don't want to I don't want to kind of get a knifeful and accused of being looking to get a knifeful, so to speak. Oh, there's a chair. There's a nitro concept. If you want a chair, there's one in Partick Bridge Street. You want to come and get it? Listen. Oh, it looks like something else, doesn't it? Looks like some Colombian marching powder. Get over there as well. Ensure door is fully open before entering. Well, I think that would be stating the obvious. Damaging the door results in expensive repairs and inconvenience to all garage users. In other words, do not try and reverse into the door when you are touched. I think that's basically. I think somebody. The reason why it's the saying goes that the sign is there because somebody has done it before. That's like when you see the sign on the aeroplane. It says, "Please do not fucking try and exit the airplane when the airplane is in the air." Why? Because somebody's probably tried to do that at some point. Giant hogweed over there. What's the size of that thing? Size of that. Zoom in. Trying to zoom in. I don't know if you can get in here. There's a break in the fence, so I think this is a walkway that you can go down. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going down anyway. That's the River Kelvin. I'm not going to jump down there. I've got osteoporosis and I'll probably break a nail. Don't want to get a hole in my tights. Buttercups. That's it, buttercup. As I say, I'm going to go back up here and go to the left. Beale Street's kind of like comes off Dumbarton Road at Queen Margaret Drive to the Bolton, no, they're not Bolton Byers Road. Where you get the Three Judges pub. And it's a kind of like a mixed mash of junctions down here, as you can see. The Kelvin Grove subway is down, the Kelvin Hall subway is down there on the left. You go straight down to the left, and then on the other side of the road you get Kelvin Grove subway, or Kelvin Hall, sorry. You know, there's no such thing as Kelvin Grove subway, it's Kelvin Hall. Kelvin Hall and Kelvin Bridge. And in between that is Hillhead, along with the other 12 stations. So see, that's the old church in there. No longer a church. In the house next to it, it's no longer a house next to here. Even though it exists, but it's not being used. It's the Three Judges pub. A guy and his wee baby in the back of that buggy thing. You can see it. You can go, Daddy. It's an amazing thing seeing a parent with a child and taking the day and taking them out and stuff. You don't just wish it was done more often. Maybe we wouldn't have so much delinquency in the world. The Rickshaw and Co. I think that's a pub. A Korean fried chicken. Korean fried chicken at the Sizzle Walk. This is Partick. Oh, what's the menu like? Purim tofu, dry bean curd sticks, lotus root slice. It doesn't tell you how much it is though. I don't think it does. Tell you how long it takes to cook it. Korean food. No, I've never tried Korean food before. Backside Itchy Job Centre, Bay Street. Cooper's Well Street, actually. But everyone's going to Bay Street. And Bay Street kind of runs and then goes away down onto the kind of road where it kind of goes on to South Street, which is kind of goes on to the Clydeside Expressway. But hang tight, we shall probably be at another Glasgow landmark at some point. No interesting tonight, no very interesting. No, still nobody watching, but who cares? I'm watching and I'm enjoying what I'm doing, so it's what matters. It's a West Village in there, that's another student place. That's the Byers Road guy. I actually phoned him up for my timing chain once and he just says, "You don't do timing chains." I think a lot of it's because of the timing chain I had for timing chains and timing belts. Timing chain takes a lot longer and it's a lot more labour intensive. That's why a lot of mechanics do not do timing chains. Some of them do it, some of them don't. It depends. But this is student city in here. As I say, the River Kelvin kind of meanders through North Glasgow. Guy on pavement, shouldn't be on pavement. And there's a Little's down here. I don't know if Little's, that's the building up there with the kind of, what do you call them, sunglasses, you don't call it the reflective glass, that's the old York Hill 6 Children's Hospital. Right, they were going to send me in there for something years ago. That was at my tonsils getting taken away. But I think they just never took me in at all. My sisters were already assuring me years ago, I'm going to get tonsils out, and it's like, oh, is it painful? And it's like, no. You know, we'll eat solid food for a couple of days anyway. Covering the left, something coming up on the left. But, this is getting resurfaced, and you can smell the tar. Tar. Not tar. Tar. There's a lot of Chinese people in these places as well. They must make a solid fortune, man. I don't care what anybody says, £500 a lot. You know what I mean? And they've left their road rolling machines in here. I'm certainly not going to attempt to jump onto a road rolling machine, but that being said, it does look funny. Carrying machine. Telephone. Bikini surfacing and road plant contracts. Another nut job. Another guy that kind of likes to fucking zigzag at speed. Long grass. Downing students. There's a car park in there. It's open. I'm going to go and have a look. It used to be there used to be what do you call these things? The scrapyard thing where wasn't it scrap where they would take the metal for the scrapyard and it would be put into machine, what do you call it, would be scraped up and it would be shredded here and it would be put on big barges. Barges would go down the River Kelvin. I don't know. There's wood pigeons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wood pigeons. There's quite a few there actually. This used to be. It used to be a. What do you call that? One of these scrapyard things where they had the big magnet and all that. Superman got caught. I remember that years ago. I can actually feel these under through my actual trousers. There's giant hogweed up here, so I'm assuming that's the River Kelvin, and that's the bridge. If you look underneath that second bridge on the left, there's actually a walkway underneath there. And if the giant hogweed is here and there, then there's a lot of pollutants in the soil. It's normally an indicator of the soil toxicity. At least that's what I was told. Students. And I just disturbed about half a dozen wood pigeons there. I just decided to fly away. And this is I don't know what area you'd call this. I think you'd call it Partick, huh? Back end of Partick, probably. And as I say, in that there's a road there. I don't know what's down there. I think, to be fair, I've not been down there before. See, this used to be a bridge of some sort, and it's been filled in by something. I don't know how or where or why. To see it's the Lidl's there. And as I say, there's a lot of Eastern European, Eastern and Southeast Asian students come. Oops, there's a woman there. She just came out of nowhere. I've got toe fungus, but I get Curinail, which is $29.99. As I've said to you before, and turns out to it's still sore. I might need to get tablets from the doctors, antifungal tablets. And that there is the bridge. That's the railway line that goes from away out to Hamilton, Wishaw, Motherwell, out to Helensburgh and back. And these are the railway arches. I don't actually know, to be fair, what that van is doing there at CK Country. I think that's the railway workers use these vans. That's the arse end of Lidl's. I think that's where the truck goes in there. There is the Clydeside Expressway. Anyway, I'm going to go because this is just doing my run. My back's killing me and I need to go home, so I'm going to go to Partick. I'm going to go to Partick subway station and get the train home. Bye.